Hey everybody, this is Brian with Modern Day Computers, and today I'm not doing any unboxing. No, nah, I just wanted to discuss my thoughts on the Disney Infinity series that let's see, what was it, May 10th got canceled by Disney. Um, give you a backstory. Disney Infinity is a set of toys and figures and games uh, meant for interactive purposes. You buy a little figure, you play, and you put it on your system. In this case, it was available on Xbox 360, Xbox One, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and the Wii U, and I think we we use backwards compatible, so I would think that it work. But Disney made characters similar to what I have as now. These are called amiibo. These are just for Nintendo. This is Mario. You know, and this is Donkey Kong. I'm just only giving a few examples. Rob the Robot. In case you don't know who this is a robot that was originally packaged with the original Nintendo Entertainment System back in the mid 80s, like 1985, 86. And his eyes followed a couple of games and was able to pick up little tops and drop them. It was innovative at the time, but it didn't work out. And by the time I got mine in 1989, it didn't come with it. So this is about as close to Rob, the real thing that I can get. But Disney Infinity and Amiibo, and there's also Skylanders and Lego Dimensions. They all have a chip in here. There's a special kind of chip called NFC, Near Field Communication. If you have an iPhone or a modern Android phone, there's one in here that allows you to do payments and stuff. You can't buy with these, but basically there's information that is transmitted. In this case, on the Wii U, you just touch it, and Disney Infinity had their own base. You touch it, and information from the figure is passed into the base, transmitted to the console, and that's how it works. Um, there's also the ability that I could write information to the figure, but only a little bit, because these are not battery powered, so you can only do so much. As of right now, that's what the current technology is like. But let's see, it is May 22nd, 2016 at 7 o'clock in evening, Sunday. 12 days ago, Disney had their earnings call, their stock report, 3-month earnings call, and they weren't doing so well, and they decided that Disney Infinity was going to be canceled. To me, I never invested in them. I'm always been in Amiibo. Doing that for a year. It's quite expensive too. Um, but I can give, I've only been looking at this for the past few days. I went to my local warehouse store, Meyer, yesterday and looked at them, because I was originally looking for some amiibo that I don't have. Figured maybe they have them. They didn't. Oh, I'll also show you something really rare. This isn't an Amazon exclusive. This is Palutena. So, and this is sold exclusively Amazon. They don't have any more of these, unless if you want to get the third party. They haven't had them in stock since July. I think it's only been like one day they had them in stock, and that was it. enough of that. Uh, I'm looking at but while I was at the store, I went to electronics and I looked at the figures, because went to look at the amiibo and there were the Disney Infinity. And I'm going, huh, yeah, these are all now completely worthless. And I'm seeing, $14, $35, $16. There's the one problem right there. If if it was constant with all the rest of the stores, um, Disney Infinity lost because they were too damn expensive. I'm seeing on several websites they were $13.99. These figures, Nintendo, were $12.99. $1 can make a difference to a lot of people. And then you have the Star Wars versions, and I've gotten kind of interested in because I love Star Wars. Several figures, the Jedi, Yoda, Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker, Kylo Ren, Obi-Wan Kenobi, some other guy. I don't know his name because he's Amazon exclusive. Let me look him up. Yeah, here he is. Kanan Jarrus. I don't know where he's from. He must be from the TV shows that Disney put out. I never watched them, but one of the things that made them unique was that their lightsabers lit up. They were special. There's a special chip that you put it on the base, and their lightsabers light up. I've been looking into getting that. I don't know, but as I keep looking through it, I then go on the website, and I immediately see why it failed. For one thing, Disney basically confused their consumers in that there's version 1, version 2, and version 3. And then you buy this set, and if you version 1, and then you get the little plastic thing play sets. I haven't really looked at much, so sorry if I seem kind of misinformed, but you get these play sets that they're little globes, and I guess you set them, and they're supposed to give you powers and all that stuff, and the figures that come along with it, you can interact with them just like it's amiibo, and you can have fun with it. They have Toy Box. I guess Toy Box allows Star Wars people. Well, they didn't have that, wasn't till version 3, but Disney characters interacting with other Disney characters that you normally would not find. Incredibles and interacting with Monsters Inc. Characters, fighting, doing whatever. Mickey Mouse, beating up Mr. Incredible. I'd love to see that. Then they came out with version 2 with the Marvel and other stuff, and then it came out with version 3, which is Star Wars. Not really the movies, but more of the animated version. So Darth Vader looks really, his face looks like he's been pressed under, got crushed, and his mouth is really, really big and long. It looks nothing like from the movie that we all come to love. I see the confusion, and it's basically Disney's fault for wanting to make too much money. They did not think this through very well. The characters are all backwards compatible, but those little plastic globes are not. Plus, you have to have the right software. There's Disney Infinity 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0 that they sell. Disney made the mistake of forcing people to do the upgrade, and they basically, I think they were banking on the idea that if Apple can do it, Disney can do it too. No. uh, the problem with the thing with Apple is that they've always been expensive, and people usually only buy one at a time. In this case, like an iPhone once a year. For a lot of people, twice a year. This is the 6 Plus. This is not the 6S Plus. So at this time of this recording, this is an ancient phone to some people. There's no 3D touch, but that's a different story. The issue and that I see is that with the backwards compatibility problem, to a kid that is like 5-6 years old who gets these things, they are not going to know the difference. They are going to take the figure, they are going to put it on the base. The base was backwards compatible if you had the right system. See, Wii U, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, not PlayStation 2, PlayStation 4, and Wii, they're compatible with each other. You get one pad, hook it up to those 4 systems, you're good. Xbox One had their own version. Xbox 360 had their own version. So already you have 3 different pads that are incompatible, and that can lead to problems because you get grandparents to buy those starter sets, which what those pads come from. A lot of people don't know the difference between an Xbox 360 and an Xbox One. Okay, to them it's an Xbox. PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 4. Sorry. PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. That's nice that they're basically interchangeable. And PlayStation, unfortunately, PlayStation 4 is not backwards compatible, which is the only thing I don't like. And on the side note, I don't know how they're going to be really successful in trying to sell people back PlayStation 2 games, without the ability to do backwards compatible like Xbox One does. It was a software change. It can't be that hard. But basically, version 1. Let's see, what is it? Version 3 playsets, the little plastic things. I don't know if they actually glow or anything. They are incompatible with version 2 and 1, and there's your problem. No little kid is going to read that, going, okay, let's see, it's version 1, version 2, version 3. No, they are going to just want to play with it. They want to play Mickey or, whoever, smash things as the Hulk. Yeah, that ain't, and they can't do that. And they got this little plastic piece and they put it in the game. That's incompatible. What does that mean? That's why I see it failed. Disney did not make this easy. Nintendo, on the other hand, I have several versions of Mario. I have this Mario, I have Silver Mario, I have Gold Mario, and I have the original Mario, looking like this guy, for the Mario Party. They're all, they're basically all the same, just different figure. It's Mario. That's where Nintendo really shined. They have not done a 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0, and I hope they don't do that, because if Disney is now going out of business and Skylanders, it's really hard. But the from what I've been seeing online, the waves coming out, they're not as much anymore. So, these might Amiibo and Skylanders and Lego Dimensions, which I don't have either. I don't have Skylanders. I don't have Lego Dimensions either. I don't intend to buy them. I may get a couple of Disney Infinity characters just for a collection. I mean, let's face it. You put it on a shelf. It looks kind of cool. I don't intend to get the software to play the game. If anything, I see on Amazon right now, Boba Fett for $9 plus tax, and Kylo Ren with his ability to have his lightsaber light up. Of course, I had to get the base for that for $7.58. Let's see if it changed. It's gone up in price now. Earlier today, it went down to $7.26. Now Amazon is raising the price again. I don't know why. But Infinity is going to stop in June after their last release of something. If anything, I can see Lego Dimensions being the next to fall, because basically Lego has always been expensive, and I'm looking at stuff on Amazon, and it's like $25, $23 for two figures and two vehicles. That is a lot of money. I don't know if they're if they're only about that big. Yeah, that's a lot of money. So there's your other problem, is that these things are damn expensive. And well, that's what did in Disney, because they made them too expensive at $14. Amiibo was $13, except for if you bought them from Toys R Us. I don't know why Toys R Us sold them for $14 and everything else at the same price. Don't know, don't care. But basically, it's just they made them too expensive, and they just made different versions, and there's so many restrictions on what's compatible that it just confused the hell out of people. Pure and simple. You confuse your consumers on something, you're gonna lose sales. And that's what they did. I can understand that they wanted to make it better and better, but you really have to, for something as small as this, you have to take into consideration that a lot of people are not going to buy more of these figures just because of a new feature. A lot of people are not Apple fans. Okay, so you get you see Apple running away with the iPhone. Well, not anymore, because after their recent sale, I'm an Apple investor of 5 shares, and 2 weeks ago I was up $27 on my 5 shares prior to the earnings announcement. Next day I was down $40. So that again is a different story. So Disney, they got out of the business, or getting out of the business as of this time, and and it's a shame, because now I see a lot of people that are upset. There's a petition going out that they want people to sign, save it. It's really hard for me to want to sign that, because I never got into it anyway. I'm now looking forward to the cheaper prices. And if you wonder why my camera is kind of ugly, the sun's coming down. So basically, Infinity was too damn expensive, and too hard, and basically with all the hardware needed, the compatibility with all the stuff, it just got too confusing. And for a little kid, a lot of that stuff means nothing to them. They just want to play. They go, "Oh, I got Darth Vader." Then let's play it on and say they get Mickey Mouse for their birthday, and and then they graduate kindergarten, and their grandparents buy them Darth Vader. Well, Mickey Mouse, I think, is version 1.0. They got him the kit, or I don't know what kit comes. Like Mr. Incredible. Okay, you get Mr. Incredible. Let's pretend he's Mr. Incredible. I know it's Donkey Kong. And they get Darth Vader. Bear with me. Well, Mr. Incredible is version 1.0. Darth Vader's 3.0. Let's see, what is it? The 1.0 can work with the 3.0 software, but the Darth Vader cannot work with 1.0 software. Yeah, you're going to do that with a little kid, and he's going to go, "Why isn't it working? It's broken." And then they take it back, get their money back, and there it is how you lose money. So, Disney, well, do you like what Sega did? License it out. I would love to see, Star Wars Amiibo. I mean, how awesome would that be? Release a new version of Super Smash Brothers with Star Wars characters. How badass would that be? You get Mario versus Darth Vader. Hey, it's possible. I mean, we have Mario versus Sonic, and for old school gamer like me, when that happened, that was the first thing that I did when I bought that game for Super Smash Brothers was Mario versus Sonic, because back in the 90s, that was how it was. So I'll say it again. Disney Infinity failed because it's too damn expensive and too much confusion. It was a neat idea, but Disney just wanted to go, "Oh, let's get him to upgrade again." And it's like a lot of people don't want to upgrade that quickly, so that's what did it in. So let's hope that they can license it out and maybe bring it back, but I really doubt it. Disney's always wanting to try to find a way to save money, like they did with firing all their American IT people and replacing them with temps from India. But that's another story. So I leave it here. So have fun, geek out, everyone. See you later.